Okay, blessed day, my brother Reno. Thank you for coming out.
Okay, thanks.
Our topic of today is things we need to know about spiritualist. This is one of
Yeah,
the topics which is causing a lot of confusion in our society. A lot of people are having challenges. People are losing money. People are confusing things, not because they want,
yeah,
just because they don't know. And in this program of Chat with Spiritualist Master, I want to be giving people the opportunity to ask direct questions that challenge them in order for them to learn and other
yeah,
to in the process and enable people to be able to find solutions. So before you start asking questions, I want to give you an idea about spirituality.
yeah,
No one can make anybody spiritual. We are spiritual. As long as we are carrying this body and moving, we are first spiritual being. We've got our soul, body, and spirit. So our spiritual being lives eternally, doesn't die. And it reincarnates in other body through karma based on our past life. You may come across people whom they are suffering from a certain situation that they can never solve, regardless of what they do. It's just because karma in their past life is accomplishing itself, so their situation cannot be remedied at that particular stage, in that particular angle. It doesn't mean all their life will have to be miserable, but that particular angle, if it is subject of karma. So spirituality is the being in you, in me, is the unseen being up there, is the those who are, and those who come. As human, you think your life is only this one. You've been living before this life. Before you meet with me in this life, we've been living another life. Because we are spiritual
yeah,
agents. We are like secret agent in the movie. We are assigned mission by our creator, and it's only our creator who understands our missions, and ourselves who need to fulfill them. And our mission can never be identical. So among spiritualists, you may find some are pastors in the church, you may find some are prophets, some are healers, some are sangomas, you find some are doctors, apostles, and you find some are normal beings, some are political leader, tradition leader. You find them everywhere. But how do you identify them? A spiritualist is not a religious. It's somebody who is not
okay,
limited by the religious dog. No. I'm preaching Kemetic spirituality. A Kemetic spirituality means the black spirituality, the spirituality of Africa. Kemet means the land of the black.
now
Ancient
okay,
Egypt, ancient Egypt, not the Arabic Egypt that you see. The old Egypt was black. The civilized and developed Egypt was black. If you check on my page, The Language of Spirit, on Facebook, you see that I've published
yeah,
last year or the year before in writing the 100 things that people never knew about Africa. How developed Africa was with evidence and reference, academic and scientific evidence, archaeological evidence, which people can research. So that ancient civilization had its spirituality. And the Kemetic spirituality is among the oldest one. There always be that type of challenge between Hinduism and Kemetic. Some scholars they say that Hinduism get some inspiration from Kemet. Some they say might get some inspiration from Hinduism, but they are both the oldest religions, if we can call it in terms of religion, but the oldest spirituality. And then spirituality is not defined, for example, because I'm a spiritual master, I need to be telling you that you must only pray 3 a.m. You must not eat pork. No. My role is to awaken your spirit. You got your mission. It's part of your mission. It was that you shall not do that or shall do this. That must be guided to you, not through me. Me, I can give you the basic to say as your backup. Because remember, when I say as your backup,
Yeah.
you are a spiritual agent. You are fulfilling your mission. You are not my servant. I am your safe house. When you get attacked, when you get stuck, when you can't do anything, what we can do now at that stage, you can come to the backup house so that I supply you with enough ammunition which you need in order for you to carry on with your mission. You are getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting.
So basically, spirituality is your true identity. It is not limited by dogma. And in our group, even the Facebook group, the language of spirit as well, I'm trying to give more details on the history of Kemetic so
Okay.
that you can end up understanding where we come from and what is our identity, why we have this and that. So from your question, I'll be elaborating. You are welcome to ask questions.
Okay. But for the moment, I understand what you say. I get it. So for the moment, I don't have a question.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
who is a spiritualist? A spiritualist is a spiritual agent who have understand their mission and purpose and they are fulfilling it. For example, I'm a spiritualist. I have understand that I need to teach. I need to guide. I need to help. I can teach you. If you do not open up in order for you to understand what I'm guiding, I'm teaching, meaning you're not called to this work. Many people desire, but they don't take the steps. Many people desire, but they are afraid. A spiritualist is someone who is not an alien. He have flesh and blood like you, but who have, after awakening his spirit, have reached an enlightenment and have understand the conversation he had or she had with the creator who's the sender. And that particular individual start applying what was their mission. That one we call him a spiritualist. He's not a religious. Religious are people who, the way we went to say theology, we start things, then you start applying, you got your commandments, you got your sins. Spiritualists, we don't have sins. We've got assignments and rules to apply based on our missions. And our mission are not all identical. Not all of us shall be doing what I'm doing. I cannot also be doing some other doing. And I do not have to say them they are wrong, me I'm correct, because I didn't assign them their mission. So spirituality is diverse, and we complete each other in our diversion. You may encounter other spiritualists, they practice other type of practice. I cannot come here and say they are not true spiritualists because no
Yeah.
one have the monopoly of certifying the true one or to the false one. But our work, our mission as long as they align with the purpose of the main sender, who is our creator, society gonna respond to it, because that mission is destined for society. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
And then, if you got a question you're gonna tell me, we go to what are the characteristics of spiritualist.
Yeah.
Truly speaking, is something that is very challenging for everyone. You cannot define how the spiritualist must behave because you are led by the spirit. You might find some spiritualists, they are very, 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 very drunkards. They drink a lot. Some, they smoke a lot. Some, they eat a lot. Some, they talk a lot. Some, they are trouble, kind of troublesome. It's not that the spiritual being want to become that dead. Spiritualists are people who have become the temple of spirit. In order for them to be able to perform their mission, they need a lot of energy and power that they can summon in times of need. And those who have reached enlightenment, their body become the temple and the spirit, they use them differently. And some, they wind up whatever situation they are dealing with, especially when they've reached enlightenment, because your third eye is seeing everything. It become so you may find in their characteristic that some of the spiritual in their marriage they are very unstable. Their love life is very complicated. They got challenge in their professional life as well. And people who do not have proper guide, they mislead them and they end up losing their job. They end up losing many things, marriage and them. The point here is this: once you start developing and open up as a temple of spirit, you need also to develop a character. You have to control them. Because that transition,
Yeah.
you need to have a guide, somebody with experience who can easily guide you through that process and spare you more trouble until you're matured and then you can control. You might be by ignorant, you summon spirits that are more powerful than your level. When they come, you yourself as a spiritualist, you may fall down and people think you are dead because they are heavy. You've got level that is for another day. So the spiritualists are not, what I can say, they are not the type of people that you need to expect them to be society role model. No,
Yeah.
they do not have to be society role model because they are missionary. They've got a mission to fulfill, which is not preaching morality to society, is to solve society problems at the spiritual level. We have religious for them to solve society morality. Religion is a made thing to control and shape the behavior of society. You define belief. Spirituality is the freedom of being an agent who is depend only on his sender or a sender to fulfill your mission. That is what is making the difference. And then you may hear people they are blaming some spiritualists for the certain practice that they are practicing. We don't condone people taking advantage of their position,
Mm.
but we are not in a position to define what shall be a spiritual mission under this reincarnation or not, because none of us know. You cannot know the mission that my creator sent to me, only me and my creator knew. How can I doubt yours? What gives me the potentiality to define what your spiritual mission is? No. I can help you discover it. I can guide you identify yourself, but I cannot come and start imposing. Like I'm baptizing you, I'm giving you a name. Then spirituality doesn't work like that. I'm an aquatic tiger. That is my spiritual lineage. You have yours. So I cannot expect you to be doing incantation like me, ritual like me. I can give you the
Yeah.
basic and guide you and provide you with the necessary support at any given time. But at a certain stage, you need to develop. You want to suit your mission and purpose based on your identity. If you are a lion, if you are a leopard, if you are an elephant, if you are a crocodile, how can I impose you to tiger style? If you're a snake, you understand? So we've got different type of
Yeah.
that is very important.
I understand your point.
Okay. And then you are what are their strength? The strength of the spiritualist. That is a good part. Spiritualists, because they are not religious, it is not that at any given time they must have a set of ritual they need to do without stopping for them to have power. No. They just need to develop a level of connection with the spiritual, which enable them to move at any given time and change. How? I'm explaining. As you're having a call, let us give an example. Somebody called me now and they've got an emergency. They need a spiritual intervention. I do not call and drive. I just need now to shift from this position that we are talking and enter spiritual dimension, seek spiritual guidance now. And they're gonna tell me maybe you need a picture, or you need this, so tell them to do 1, 2, 3. And then I come back and answer them on the phone. Do 1, 2, 3. And I do not have to have faith. I need to apply the instruction. I'm an agent. Spirituality does. I will never. Spirituality is a mission assigned by the Creator which you are fulfilling. Once you understand that, the support system is there. You won't furnish effort. The support system is there. Why are you communicating with me today? Miles away, but you are able to communicate with me is because what is in me is what attracts you. You've been taking appointments with me. I want to understand things. Please assist me in this. We've been taking all this time. You've been taking or making all this effort to get this meeting with me is because power is connected with you. And you are feeling that connection of energy that your backup will come from. That backup is to supply you with the necessary tools with and knowledge, what you need to do in specific situations in order for you to free yourself from some obstacles. And for you to learn that once you encounter the type of resistance that is above your power, you need to come for backup to seek support. It's for you also to understand what is the life of it. Because some people they think because I'm a spiritualist, I can solve any kind of problem. No, I'm an humble servant of the Spirit. I'm guided by them. I'm not creating my own. I'm not the creator. So, as a spiritualist, you might encounter some spiritualists, they are also having serious problems. Yes, because as a human, there's no one who's accepted God. Even those who are solving the problems. And you might find a spiritualist who is not financially stable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You do not have to judge a person based on their status. No. There's a reason why some of us are having a material, some of us do not have material. It's based on our past life. What we did is a karma applying on us. You can be powerful, but if karma requires you to reach a certain condition under this reincarnation, there's nothing you can do. You can do all the ritual and
Yeah.
incarnation. Some of them, they find themselves in such difficult situation because they still ignoring their true identity and they confuse it with religion. Okay, how can you see a spiritualist conducting incantations but practicing religious rite on it? And you know that when people confuse, and some of them they say no, their senses are not working. Are these things of spirit? No, no, no. There's nothing like their senses are not working. There's nothing about these things of spirit is not working. What is happening is that you are just ignorant of what is. Oh, you are not committed enough. You only think about it when you need arise. For us to reach this level, we climb the ladder. We didn't fall from that. We climbed the ladder. We bear the pain. We started from, and some of us did work to reach where we are. We were groomed by our grandmothers, our grandfathers through this road, but they make you work. They
Yeah.
develop the character and to be able to stand the challenge and obstacle that spiritualist is not just a happy person every day. No, a spiritualist is not a failure. Pierre Schwartz. There's no way I can fail. That one that cannot happen. I'm enlightened. As long as I do proper things, I won't fail. Unless I went astray. So spiritualists are people that are not religious and who have understood their mission and purposes. And you find them in various angles of society. It can be even corporate. They are there. Being spiritual doesn't mean wear beat, be scary. You understand? Speak in a certain.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Spirituality is your lifestyle, it's your state of mind. It's within you. You are spiritual. Doesn't make you weak. I can wear my gown when I want to be spiritual or when I'm guided. But it's not because you call me now, I'm a spiritualist master. You see candle behind me here. You see incense here. I'm eating like I'm in the temple for me to talk, communicate with you. Does it make sense? So me, all the time, I always sleep in the temple. I don't have a life. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I don't go out. I don't socialize. A spiritualist is a freedom. It's not limited by religious dogmas. It's not bound by any rules of sin. As in Kemet, we got the 42 ideal of Mart, which a Kemetic society morality in us to live in harmony as people, but not something that's gonna take you in some fire later stage or something that's gonna take you in some clouds at a later stage. After this one, we go to report to our creator, and our creator will decide if we need reincarnation or we have ascended. That is a topic that you can find on on YouTube. I've preached about that in some of my videos. And then what are
Okay.
before the last point, we're gonna finish with the common challenge. What are the weaknesses of spiritualists? The weakness of spiritualists most of the time is this: when they familiarize themselves with people who come to seek assistance for them, they end up
Yeah.
beyond their required responsibility to become more human and to put more emotion, even to do things that they were not required to, supposed to do, just because they start sympathizing with the client. And those are the type of things which even me, I come across them. You are assisting,
Yeah.
come so close to the person that you start feeling their pain at your individual level, personal level, not spiritual level. And once they share with you the type of challenge that they're experiencing at that particular moment, you tend to go even beyond what you're supposed to do in order to assist. In many cases, you end up being misunderstood. Some even. So that is a weakness that I can say about at this level. And the last one is the common challenges. Spiritualists' common challenges is their love life. Many spiritual people have got a challenge in their love life.
Yeah.
They've got very challenging there, especially if their spiritual their partner are not awakened or enlightened. It's challenging. In many cases, it works when either both of you are cold or one of you got an open mind. You understand? So
Yeah,
those
I understand.
are common challenge, and some of them they are called also financial challenge due to the fact that you open doors, you don't close them. You do a ritual, you forget that you open the doors. So things like that they do happen. So those are the few things that I was going to share with you today. I don't know at this stage if we have
Yeah.
a question before we finish with our time.
Yeah, okay. Thanks so much, Lopan.
Okay. Be blessed. May the
I'm
divine.
appreciate you. Yeah.
And you are welcome. When we go to more new question, we can still have another recording session again.
Okay. Thanks so much, Lopan.